going on, Jerome's? Another beautiful day and another 7-round Vikings mock draft. Now, we were lazy yesterday, so we didn't do the free agency predictions. But for this mock draft simulation, this is not the rules here. Darnold leaves, no tag and trade, just leaves. Daniel Jones is back to back up J.J. McCarthy. Beasley is back. Dalton Reisner, Cam Akers, and Byron Murphy Jr. leave. Murphy gets paid by the Giants. Harrison Smith and Gilly retire. Bradbury remains. Resign Aaron Jones in terms of outside free agents, doubling up at positions of need. Will Fries, Kevin Zeitler. So you got Fries, whose best football is ahead of him. Zeitler's a stopgap in terms of one of the starting guard spots. Also taking him away from the Lions is nice. Milton Williams, taking him away from the Eagles. Big time deal. Javon Hargrave, cheap deal. Is going to be cut by the 49ers shortly. Travarius Ward comes in to take the sting out of losing Murph, as well as Rasul Douglas, human turnover machine. That being said, Vikings go to this draft really allowed to go BPA, which is something that I love, and it's going to be a good time. So first off, let's review what the hell. Ooh, Derek Harmon. Did I just take him? Probably. All right, so let's review what happened ahead. Cam, Travis, Tet. Ooh, Tet to the Giants, really. Mason Graham, Abdul Kader, Jahdae Barron. Wow. Burden, Mike Green, James Pierce. All right, so Shador just took a tumble. Shador ends up with the Steelers at 21. Probably not, but, stranger things have happened, I guess. So Vikings up here. Derek Harmon, for me, is that dude. I do think that Harmon is going to be a problem in this league. I think he's an ascending talent, 6'5", 313. Anchor, great hands, a lunch pail type player, led the nation in pressure rate at 15.9%, 5 sacks, 45 tackles, all this stuff, right? And I think that he's getting better and better. Formerly at Michigan State, spent a year at Oregon, and I think that he's, don't want to say like he's Chris Jones light, but he certainly could be in that vein. I think that the Vikings here just set it and forget it. I know there's other talent like Jelon Walker. If we want to go BPA, Gray Zabel is there, Hampton, but got a couple trade offers. Commies at 29. No, we're sticking to picking, taking Derek Harmon, and him, along with Milton Williams and Javon Hargrave, we are getting after things. It's going to be fantastic. Also, Redmond and LDR year 2. Let's go. Next, Emin done. So we are going to take a gander, but I mean, if Emin Worry's there at 97, send the card in. So Emin Worry, I think, is the prototypical Brian Flores type safety. He's 6'3", 220, All-American, downhill tackler, 86.8 PFF coverage grade, 4 picks. He is 6'3", 6'3" Bob Sanders. He is Cam Chancellor adjacent. Had himself a great combine on Friday. Yeah, we are in. We're all in. So something I love. You can trade up and down, which is great, but if you get a no-brainer when it's time to turn the card in, just go do that. So Harmon, Emin Worry, somewhere Brian Flores is very, very happy right now. The rest of it. So talent's pretty flat at this stage. Huzzy. I like that one writer who interviewed Huzzy at the press conferences while everyone else was over at Travis's presser. It was really good. I want Elijah Huzzy to have a better career than Travis Hunter, so that becomes like a viral sensation moment. Trade, the Titans at 142. We're at 140. All right, let's see what happens here. That can be on screen. It's going to cost you. All right, so you want 140. We want everything. Just say no. All right, so we're picking up a 7th to move down 2 spots. What other trades are out there? Bucks moving down 16 picks. They only have 2 selections. Moving down a lot. Could we get all 3 picks? Get 2 of them. No. Texans, yeah. All right, so let's move down 1 spot, get that extra pick, and then, see what happens. Offer trade. All right, resume. Trade offers. Bears 149. So we'll be moving down 7 spots. Giants, blah, blah, blah. All right. Gouge your eyes out. All right, 50-50 Chris Ball. For some reason, they ended up with one of our 7th-round picks. All right, so moving down 7 spots for 2 7th-rounders. One more time, resume. All right, 2 trade offers. Now I'm just trying to commit alchemy here. Have some more selections to talk about. Giants, moving down 6 spots. 45. Staring down the barrel of a 45. All right. Resume draft. All right, so now I'm going to pick. So basically, we turn 1 pick into, I don't know, 6, 7. No. Well, 6 since we already had 161. Anyways, 155. So, I mean, Dart might flirt with first. So here's what's going to happen. Like, Jackson Dart, I feel like, is going to have a Malik Willis type draft arc. Obviously not the same type of player, but I mean, Malik Willis, there was some first-round hype, and then he went 3rd round. I think that's what's going to happen with Jackson Dart, but we're basically just going to ignore him. I want to look at running back. So Monagai is there, Bashul Tootin, Jordan James, Taj Brooks, Ollie Gordon. The names, Woody Marks is there, Rocket. So the names you know and love, right? So obviously going to partake of running back, but let's get to the top of the board. CJ West, ooh, baby. O'Donnell Fortune, ooh. Connor Colby. Ooh. All right, so Donald Fortune had himself a damn good combine, and I think that he's 6'1", $185, lengthy outside cornerback, 3 interceptions at 60.5 quarterback rating when thrown at 90.2 PFF coverage grade. His final year for the Gamecocks. I like this one a lot. So teammates hooked up together. Remember when Spielman used to always do that, like Barr and Kendricks, Harrison, Robert Blanton. That was good back in the day. So O'Donnell Fortune, you are a Viking. And somewhere right now, Brian Flores is smiling. The rest of the way. So Jordan had a good 40. The rest of the combine wasn't great. But I think we can check some boxes in terms of offensive line at this moment in time. Otherwise, Stutzman. I mean, we have the picks, so we may as well just get our dudes at this point. But do I go guard and then just pick at running back later? Certainly could do that. So Connor Colby, it comes down to Colby and Cooper. I think that styles make fights, and Connor Colby, he's got the size and he's tailor made for outside zone. 6'6", 310, 2-year starter for the Hawkeyes, 77.1 PFF grade in 2024, and he was a huge reason why Caleb Johnson had a phenomenal season. Like, yes, I mean, Caleb Johnson is going to be a dude. Would love seeing him purple, but offensive line was really damn good as well. So Connor Colby, welcome on in. You are a Viking. Hey, it's weird what happened once Ferentz fired his kid. Yeah, Tyler Shook probably gone. Cameron Jackson. Except we always draft Cameron Jackson. But do we just do it? We better pass. So Ty Robinson, I think, is going to go a lot higher. Dylan Fairchild could be in that mix as well. Clay Webb, former Georgia O-lineman. Weiss, Jonah Gray. I mean, Kyron Lacey's probably going to go undrafted with everything going on with him, and sort of what happens. All right, so I understand that we haven't hit on running back as much as we would like, but sometimes that's the way that the board breaks down. So we are going to go with Woody Marks, the pride of Mississippi State / USC, was in Starkville for a number of seasons before transferring in 2024 to USC. And he's 5'10", 215. He's not a power runner. He's not a home run hitter as well. He's just a solid, mature running back who can read the blocking, make one cut, and go. And you don't want to say he's Emmitt Smith, but Sylvie says no. But in terms of patient running style, because remember, Emmitt Smith coming out of Florida, like, he was not a physical freak either. A little short, little squatty, not powered, definitely didn't have home run speed, but he just got the job done. And also, Mark's 3-down back experience, had 47 catches, 321 yards receiving, on top of 1,133 yards rushing, 9 touchdowns, 5.7 yards per carry. So, Woody Marks in the 7th, hell yeah. We are good to go. Shuck's going to be long gone. All right, so we got Fairchild there, Henry Reed, Montrell, Ethan Downs. I mean, Ethan Downs is interesting. I mean, should we double down? I know that someone's going to take a shot on Kyron Lacey. I just don't think that the Vikings would do that. It just doesn't seem – it just doesn't line up with what's going on there. So we are going to take a quarterback project because we're a team draft a quarterback every year. Shuck is going to be gone, so we'll just ignore him. But Graham Mertz from Florida, I understand, stupid Badger, but there's a couple things that Kevin O'Connell covets with a quarterback: decision-making and accuracy. And Mertz does have traits of that. 6'2", 216, 2023 with Florida, 73% completion percentage, 2,900 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 3 picks. And does he have a high ceiling? No. But does he have a decent floor to be a developmental backup quarterback? Sure. I think that he does. And having a competent young backup quarterback 3, it certainly does have some merit. So it's going to be JJ, it's going to be DJ, it's going to be GM. Nailed it. Next. Got 2 picks left? Yeah, 241, 242. All right, so what do we do with the rest of these? So I want a linebacker and I want a center. So how do we navigate here? So linebacker-wise, got Penn, got Buchanan. I'm going to take Aaron Smith, pride of South Carolina State, and maybe he'll be another Shaq Leonard from South Carolina State. Ooh, nailed it. But in terms of Aaron Smith, 6', 226, twitchy, downhill linebacker. I think that he's going to be a key special teamer. I think that's where he'll make his dough. And 7th round, it's a ton of value. So picking up Aaron Smith. Lastly, so we do want to get a center project because one is not enough. Even though Bradbury remains, you do have Juergens, baby make it smooth like lotion, but we want another one. So Gus Hartwig. I like Hartwig, and it's weird. So low rank, but his ADP is pretty damn high. I think that there is something there. Now, it would be a departure from the smaller outside zone type centers, but Hartwig, 6'5", 305, decent size, has anchor, high football IQ. He's not as fleet of foot, but he wouldn't necessarily be a liability in outside zone. Also, you could run a little bit more power with Hartwig in the building. Last year, 14 pressures, 2 sacks, 82.1 PFF pass blocking grade. Also, plus 80 in 2023 as well. So definitely brings it in terms of pass protection, has size, has anchor, has length. So that definitely would be an upgrade at that spot. Oh, we got another pick? Dang, what do we do? All right, Joshua Gray. Why not? Just trip. Actually, should we get a nose tackle? Why not? So Hemingway, small. They got Cross working out at fullback, which is gonna be good. All right, Thor Griffith or Evans. Kind of go back and forth. I mean, screw it. All right, Thor Griffith, the pride of Louisville / Harvard. It's gonna be good times. 6'2", 320, immovable, versatile, 17 pressures, 3 sacks, 84 run defense grade last year. Set it and forget it. Let's go. Kind of like what happened with this draft. Of course, I kind of have to because it's my draft. If you don't like it, do your own mock draft. All right, so we'll recap here, but let's go through free agency first. So this happened. Basically, Vikings checked a lot of boxes in free agency, so you could go BPA, and also we traded down 17,000 times, which I kind of love. But Derek Harmon at 24, our own Chris Jones, Emin Wari, you got 6'3", Bob Sanders on the back end. Woo! Donald Fortune, teammates with Emin Wari. We almost did multiple South Carolina Gamecocks because we thought about Hemingway, thought about Rocket Sanders, but can't take so many of Beamer's dudes. But O'Donnell Fortune, a lengthy cornerback on the outside, round the outside. Connor Colby, going to add some guard depth, could potentially start right away. Got Woody Marks at running back, patient, outside zone running back. I know we didn't hammer running back as much as we should, but we'll just pick up Donovan Edwards as a UDFA. There you go. Graham Mertz, again, stupid Badger, but decent quarterback 3. Certainly Aaron Smith, dynamo on special teams. Hartwig, a supersized, well, not supersized, but large compared to Bradbury center, as well as Thor Griffith, the former Harvard defensive tackle, helping against the run, getting a little bit of pass rush as well. So basically, redid the trenches. Vikings, I don't know, after this draft, maybe they re-sign Cam Akers. Who knows? But your thoughts are thoughts. 7-round Vikings mock draft. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.